It was a welcome sight on Friday night, the arrival of some 200 tons of food and other supplies on the Gaza coast. The cargo was offloaded onto a jetty that was constructed by locals using the remnants of destroyed buildings. And it was a striking split screen in the hours as the ship approached, the open arms vessel edging closer, while directly across the beach, another Israeli airstrike. In fact, a strike in the central city of Deir al-Balah killed several people on Friday. And that came as Gazans were still trying to make sense of the horrifying scene at the Kuwaiti roundabout near Gaza City. The health ministry says Israeli forces launched an attack on dozens of people there late on Thursday while they waited for an aid convoy, killing at least 20.
Even when the aid trucks arrived, they slaughtered us. They had no mercy. They killed my brother. Even when the flour came, the shooting didn't stop.
Israel says it was Palestinian gunmen who opened fire. Either way, the incident has added new urgency to ceasefire talks. Hamas now says it would release one Israeli hostage every time Israel releases between 20 and 50 Palestinian prisoners. That's down from the previous proposal of one hostage for every 100 prisoners. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called the latest proposal absurd, but he's sending his negotiating team back to Qatar anyway, and the White House says it's cautiously optimistic.
We're cautiously optimistic that things are moving in a good direction, but that doesn't mean that it's done, and we're going to have to stay at this till the very, very end.
But the White House is also frustrated by the lack of details it's getting from Israel on its plans for a ground assault on Rafah and the logistics of evacuating over 1 million people.
We have to see a clear and implementable plan, not only to get civilians out of harm's way, but also to make sure that once out of harm's way, they're appropriately cared for, with shelter, with food, with medicine, with clothing, and we've not yet seen such a plan.
At least for the moment, the arrival of that humanitarian aid ship has established a maritime corridor to Gaza. And this second ship of aid, bigger than the first, will soon be setting sail from its port in Greek-administered Cyprus. Andy Roesgen, TRT World.